Hello dear students. Okay, so today we'll be seeing few more problems from determinants. So let's begin. If x equals minus 9 is a root of this given determinant, then find the other roots, and the value of this determinant is 0. Okay, so let's find out. Okay, so this is our determinant. If since this is the determinant and which is equal to 0, we can just expand along R1. Okay, so we'll just find out the determinant. So x into, so first this one, x square minus 12 minus 3 into these two, this one and this one. Okay, so it will be 2x minus 14 plus 7 into 12 minus 7x, right? So this will be, if we multiply this x inside, it is going to be x cube minus 12x, then here 6x plus 14 into 3 is going to be 42, then 7 into 12 is 84, then 7 into minus 7x, that is minus 49x, which is equal to 0. Okay, now we'll cancel, we can just simplify these terms. Okay, so here minus 12x minus 6x will give us minus 18x, and minus 18x minus 49x will give us 67x. Then add 42 and 84, it will be plus 126, which is equal to 0. Okay, so if we could split this term, this 126, if we factorize, we will get it as 9 into 2 into 7. Okay, it's one of the factor. Okay, so for x equal to 2, okay, so if x equal to 2, we can substitute 2 cube minus 67 into 2 plus 126 equal to 0. Okay, so when we solve this, we will get 134 minus 134, that is equal to 0. So that we can say 2 is a root of this given determinant. Similarly, if we take, so we have 9 into 2 into 7, right? 9 into 2 into 7. So 2 we just checked, so it gives us 0. And if we take 7, okay, so x equal to 7. So if x equal to 7, 7 cube minus 67 into 7 plus 126 equal to 0, that is 469 minus 469 equal to 0. Hence we can say x equal to 7 is also a root for the given determinant. So our next question is, if the determinant, this is our determinant, split into exactly k determinants of order 3, each element of which contains only one term, then k equal to 8. So we have to prove that this given determinant we can split into 8 determinants which contain 8 determinants of order 3, and each 8 determinant contain single elements, like in each of the elements. So here we can see it is x plus a, right? Like 2 elements are there, so we have to split it into 8 3 order determinants in such a way that each of this place should contain single element. Okay, so we have to prove we will get 8 determinants. So k means the number of determinants we obtain from this given determinant. Okay, so let's see how to split this. So first of all I am going to split the first row. Okay, so when I split the first row, x p l, okay, then a u f, then the remaining terms y plus b, q plus v, m plus g, z plus c, r plus v, n plus h. Here also y plus b, q plus v, m plus g, z plus c, r plus w, finally n plus h. Now we can split the second row of this determinant. Okay, so we are splitting the second row of this determinant. So let's split that. For both case we can split. So see here, so we have splitted the second row. Okay, when we split the second row, already we have got 2 determinants, right? So in that 2 determinants, if we split the second row of the first determinant, we will get these 2 determinants, and we have one more determinant, right? That is this one. So again in that determinant also we are splitting the second row. Okay, so we'll get other 2 determinants. So total 4 determinants we got right now. Similarly, if we split this one, this third row in this determinant, we are going to obtain 2 determinants here. When we split the third row of this determinant, we are obtaining 2 more determinants. Similarly here and here we will get 2 more determinants. So total we are going to obtain 8 determinants. Hence the given statement, that is they were saying k should be 8 and all the determinants should contain, each place should contain single element, and all the determinants should be of order 3. So hence the given statement is true. It is clear, right? So let's see another problem. If A is a determinant and B is another determinant, find BA and use this to solve the system of equations y plus 2z equal to 7, x minus y equal to 3, and 2x plus 3y plus 4z equal to 17. Okay, so let's begin it. So first of all we are supposed to find out BA, right? So we need to multiply both the matrices. I hope you are very clear about matrix multiplication. Those who have doubt, just go through the previous session and understand how to do it. Okay, so I think the students who already went through the session will be have the clear cut how to do the multiplication, so I am not going to explain it again. So when we multiply these two determinants, we are going to obtain 600,060,006. Okay, that is, this is same as if we remove or if we take 6 outside, this is going to be a identity matrix, right? So we can write it as 6i. Clear? Okay, so from this we are going to find out B inverse. So B inverse BA is equal to 6i, right? So B inverse will be A divided by 6. That is 1 by 6 into the determinant A, right? Okay, now we have given with some system of equations, right? Yes, we have some system of equations, that is x minus y equal to 3, 2x plus 3y plus 4z equal to 17, and y plus 2z equal to 7. Okay, so let's take the numbers and form the matrix. Okay, so x minus y equal to 3, that means x is 1, y is minus 1, z is 0. Okay, so x, y, z will be writing as a different matrix, and the value quotients will be writing as another matrix. Then from the next, x is 2, y is 3, z is 4, and value is 17. Then we have x0, y1, z2, value is 7. Clear? So if we need to find out x, y, z, we need to take this one to the side, right? This to the side, so it will be turned as inverse. When we take this matrix to the side, it will be turned as inverse, right? Okay, so how we can write that? X, y, z equal to the matrix inverse. This is the matrix that inverse, then 3, 17, 7. Okay, now what is our next step? We'll just multiply these two matrices. Okay, and before that, what is this 1 minus 1 0 2 2 3 4 0 1 2? If you look at the question, this matrix is our B matrix. In the question, B is same as this matrix. Okay, so B inverse means, this matrix inverse means which is similar to B inverse, right? So what is B inverse? We already have the value for B inverse. Okay, so just rewrite. So instead of this matrix inverse, we can write the value of B inverse. So what is B inverse? 1 by 6 into 2 2 minus 4 minus 4 2 minus 4 2 minus 1 5. Okay, now just keep this 1 by 6 as such, keep it outside, then multiply this and this matrix. Okay, so let's see what is the answer. So when we multiply, we are going to get 1 by 6, 12 minus 6, 24, which is equal to 2 minus 1, 4. So our x value is 2, y value is minus 1, z value is 4. Clear? This is how we can solve the values of x, y, z of the given question. Okay, so we have solved the system of equations given in the question.